Over here on the dashboard, the first thing that we want to do is enable the app. We just need to click this enable button. It's going to then open up our theme editor where we'll have this over here toggled. If you want to ever disable it or re-enable it, you just move this toggle over here. We'll save this over here. This will happen automatically when you press enable. Then you'll need to click the check installation button. This will be the final step. It will just do that check and then you'll see everything kind of disappear here and we are ready, good to go. We have our app setup steps here now that we've performed the onboarding, and we could run through these to get the app fully set up. Okay, let's get started following these steps. Step number one, add an HTML sitemap to your store. We're going to do HTML and XML, and literally they're just going to provide very, very simple step-by-step instructions over here. So our HTML sitemap can be found over here on this site. You'll notice that the way that it's formatted, this is proper, and this is what Google wants to see, all the search engines want to see. We could add a sitemap now into our navigation. Typically, you're going to put this in a footer navigation, but you can really put this in any menu that you want. This video is really just kind of all about showing how to do it, but all you need to do is go into your online store. I'll open this in a new tab real quick. We'll go to the online store, then we'll go into navigation. Then we're going to find the right menu, and we're simply just going to create the menu entry for this sitemap. I'm going to go ahead in this case. You see that I have, we'll come over here in navigation. You see I have a couple different menus. I'll go in the footer menu. What we need to do, come over here, click add menu item. We're going to come over and give this a page name over here, sitemap. And we'll come down over here and link this over here. It's going to be just a copy and paste right over here, /a/sitemap -tools/sitemap. This is going to be the universal link, work for everyone. You don't need to put the HTTP or anything. You just put it just like that. It's going to automatically work with your domain. You click add, you'll see the sitemap get added right over there. Now we'll come over to the website, take a look down here on our footer menu, and we'll see there it is, our sitemap implemented over here. This is our HTML sitemap, and we can come over here and take a look at it, literally showing all the pages, all the collections. That's the whole idea of an HTML sitemap. You can view it on the store. Same as the XML, going to be a list of every single one of your pages, products, everything. And that was pretty simple. We already have that set up. We can come back over here now into the, we'll go back and go into the next setup steps. And what we need to do next is submit an XML sitemap. So this involves the Google Search Console, and this is something very, very important. Every store owner should have this. If you don't have it, you're going to definitely want to sign up for Google Search Console. It's totally free. The process is really simple. You just come over here, click on their tutorial. Again, you'll need to have a Google Search Console account, but it's very, very easy to do. You basically just sign up for a free one. Then you're going to go ahead and submit this link as your sitemap. Okay, this is your actual, you see, XML sitemap. Going to be the same as an HTML sitemap, just is going to be in a different format. This is not really to be read by kind of humans. As you see, it's kind of all based on a little bit of code. This is XML code. Bottom line is this is to be submitted to Google through the Google Search Console. Click on this. You'll see the little kind of over the shoulder. You can watch this tutorial in terms of submitting, but very, very simple and very powerful. Again, no matter what type of store you have, no matter what type of site you have, you should have Google Search Console for all your search engine optimization stuff. We're over here now into step 3, enable our recommended settings. We're going to come over here and follow the necessary steps here. Now we have a bunch of different kind of ideas, and of course we've already created the sitemap. We're going to submit it to Google as I showed you, but there are some kind of best practices that we're going to be able to implement here in terms of our no index, no follow settings. Without getting too technical, this is just kind of a setup that's going to make sense for search engines. So we're just going to follow these best practices. We're coming over here into no index and then special pages. I have that right over here. And you see that there are a couple of different sections here where we have no index, no follow buttons. Again, this basically means we're not going to have the search engine find these pages. Why do we want to do this? Again, this is best practice for search engine optimization. So we're going to come under the special pages. We're going to look for the pagination section. We're going to do no index for the pagination. We're coming over here. We're going to do no index, no follow for search results and for 404 not found. So these two, and we're going to save. Okay, again, without getting too technical, basically the search engines are not going to find these pages. Why? Because these are best practices for SEO. Okay, we're going to come over here into products over here as well. I'm sorry, into collections. And this is the next step over here. So in collections, we're going to set no index for our tags, vendors, and types. So we're coming over here. Here's types, vendors, tags, setting no index for all of those. Again, best practice for SEO. Coming down here to blogs and articles, we're going to set no index, no follow for the tags, the only option here. And that completes our setup. We can come over into the dashboard over here. You could do more no index and no follow tagging over here. Again, we kind of just saw what we were looking at there. This is kind of a look at every single product page individually. And we can kind of go through here. We have products, collections, articles. We're going to see this all throughout here. And no index, no follow again. We can control these on an individual basis. If for some reason, let's say we didn't want the All the Cats Please shirt to be found on search engines, maybe we were doing a super exclusive private sale, we can come over, edit this, change it to no index, no follow. Right, so you have individual control over that, but really the whole idea is that you have full control over everything when it comes to that sitemap, HTML, and XML, and the no index, no follow. And this is the real power of these SEO tools. So that was the Sitemap NoIndex SEO Tools app.